Did you know, as per the international media, that hopes of a reconciliation between Harry and William have been dashed? Stop the clocks, media. The Sussexes, Harry and Meghan, have not asked for any form of reunion. No one's calling Will and Kate begging for a reunion. Nobody wants to do anything with them. The TV doesn't cover them anymore, and they are sliding to the bottom of the media rota on a regular basis, unless it's Kate's illness, which has popped up again today. The shelf life of Kate and William has always been short because they're not very interesting people. And we've also found out recently from Tom Sykes that William is behind all these negative press briefings. No reconciliation is required. We don't know whether Meghan and the children are even coming to the UK. I personally, for their own safety, hope they stay away. I think Harry should come to Invictus, do his own statesman thing, forget about everybody else. Photo of the true king at the top, as ever.
Hey everyone, happy Friday. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. Grab your tea because we've got another royal soap opera straight from the tabloid playbook. So, diving into this story. Apparently, we're now being told that Prince William and Kate's door is bolted shut to any reconciliation with Harry and Meghan during the Sussexes' UK visit. Bolted shut? Really? Who's checking the locks, the palace maintenance team or the royal gossip factory? Let's unpack this latest headline because there's a lot more drama than actual facts. Let's keep it real. When the tabloids start screaming that William and Kate have their doors bolted shut like they're guarding a medieval fortress, who are they actually trying to fool? They want you to think it looks tough. They want it to look like they're protecting the crown, but out here in the real world, it just looks straight up petty. Think about it. Harry and Meghan are packing up the kids, hopping on a long-haul flight across the Atlantic, and pulling up to do two things: support actual wounded veterans and try to let some grandkids see their family. That takes effort. That takes heart. And what is the response from the other side? Nope. Doors locked. We're not home. That's not a power move. That's playground behavior. It's giving insecure, and honestly, it's just sad. If a regular family acted like this at Thanksgiving, everybody would be whispering about how childish it is. The media tries to wrap this up in royal tradition, but let's call it what it is: a total lack of maturity. Harry and Meghan are moving with grace, trying to build bridges, while the rest of them are hiding behind the deadbolts. It's wild. The royal media machine loves to hype up this whole idea of royal duty, right? They want us to bow down because someone cut a ribbon at a grocery store opening or waved from a balcony. But let's look at what's actually happening on the ground. Harry and Meghan are pulling up to the UK for the Invictus Games countdown. We are talking about a massive global event that helps wounded and sick veterans completely rebuild their lives. That's not fake PR. That's real, heavy lifting public service. Harry's out here doing the actual work, changing lives on a global scale. And what is the palace doing? They're panicking. They see the Sussexes getting real love and making a real impact, and they can't handle it. So what's their move? They run to their favorite tabloid reporters to leak stories about locked doors and family drama. It's a total smokescreen. They have to manufacture all this petty high school drama because they know their own version of duty looks completely hollow next to what Harry and Meghan are pulling off. It's like a local garage band getting mad because a stadium act just rolled into town. Regular people see right through it. We know the difference between a photo op and real impact, and right now, the palace is just looking desperate. We gotta talk about Charles because this man is caught in the absolute worst way. The rumors are flying that he's torn. On one hand, he's a grandpa who allegedly wants to see Archie and Lilibet. On the other hand, he's got William in his ear breathing fire, acting completely bitter. But let's keep it a stack. Charles already made his bed here, and it's a rocky one. Let's not forget the absolute cold-blooded moves he pulled. He stripped Harry and Meghan of their security. He evicted them from Frogmore Cottage. Like, who does that to their own kid and grandkids? That is bottom-of-the-barrel behavior. You boot your son out of his house and leave his family unprotected, and now you want to play the conflicted, sad grandpa? Come on, man. Out here in the real world, if a father did that to his son's family just to please his other jealous kid, the neighborhood would be calling him out daily. It's wild. The palace is an absolute toxic pressure cooker. Charles let the institutional rot completely overtake his basic human instincts as a dad. Harry and Meghan showed nothing but grace, packed up, and built a beautiful, safe life for their kids on their own terms. So now Charles has to sit there in his empty palace, dealing with a bitter William, realizing he traded a real, loving relationship with his grandkids for a bunch of media approval. Sad case. Let's not forget, the UK media is out here reporting that Big Brother William is absolutely appalled and shaking in his boots. Why? Because word leaked that Charles might actually cover for Harry and Meghan's security while they're in town and let them stay inside the royal palace. And William's big bad threat? If they come, I'm boycotting Sandringham. Bro, are you serious right now? You're a grown man threatening to skip out on the family vacation home like a teenager locking himself in his room because his parents invited the cool cousins? It's giving major hall monitor energy. Think about how wild this looks to regular people. Harry and Meghan are trying to roll up, keep their heads down, do some actual charity work, and make sure their kids don't get mobbed by paparazzi. Charles is doing the bare minimum a dad should do by saying, hey, let me make sure my grandkids are safe inside the palace walls, and William treats that like a literal declaration of war. He's mad that his brother might get basic protection. It's completely transparent. William isn't protecting the institution, he's just furious that he can't completely control the narrative anymore. He wanted Harry and Meghan left out in the cold, and the moment a tiny bit of basic family decency happens, he throws his toys out of the stroller. It's hilarious, it's petty, and honestly, it just shows who is actually moving with dignity here. Hint, it's not the guy crying about Sandringham. The royal media machine is literally running around like the sky is falling because of one word, Netflix. The tabloids are out here having a full-blown meltdown, claiming Harry and Meghan are planning to bring a Hollywood camera crew to the UK to film a fly-on-the-wall documentary. They're claiming it's a cheap stunt, a personal attack on the family, and that the Sussexes just want to exploit the crown for views. Like, are you serious? Let's look at the facts. Harry and Meghan have massive global projects on Netflix, from real documentaries about heroes to major upcoming feature films. When they show up to the UK, they're shining a spotlight on the Invictus Games countdown, an event for wounded veterans that Harry literally built from scratch. If cameras are there, it's to document actual life-changing human stories. But the palace, they are absolutely terrified. They're scared because they know when a camera hooks up with Harry and Meghan, the world sees real charisma, real empathy, and real impact. They're afraid it's going to make their own stiff, over-rehearsed photo ops look totally boring by comparison. So what do? They try to flip the script and make Harry and Meghan look greedy. It's classic hater behavior. Regular people see right through it. If your cousin started a successful business and you spent all your time telling the neighbors it's just a publicity stunt, nobody is looking bad except you. The palace is just mad that the Sussexes own their narrative now, and no amount of tabloid panic can stop them. Can we just pause for a second and look at how absolutely unhinged the UK media is acting right now? Here's the funniest thing about this entire locked doors and Sandringham boycott drama. Harry and Meghan haven't said a single word, not a press release, not a tweet, not even a whisper from a spokesperson. They are out here living their best lives in California, minding their business and focusing on a massive charity event for wounded veterans. But if you look at the British tabloids, you'd think they were leading a federal investigation. These reporters are out here drawing up full battle maps, tracking flight paths, checking the deadbolts on royal properties, and acting like they're the FBI. They are literally making up entire arguments, writing scripts for William's tantrums, and panicking over a schedule that nobody even confirmed to them. It is wild. It just shows you how much rent-free space Harry and Meghan occupy in their heads. The media machine has to invent the crisis, play both sides of the argument, and get offended by a ghost itinerary just to sell papers. Regular people look at this and see pure obsession. The Sussexes are just breathing, and the royal media machine is having a full-blown existential crisis. It's comedy at its finest. The media loves to spin this sad story about how Harry is apparently desperate, crying in California, begging his family for forgiveness. They want you to think he's checking his phone every 5 minutes, hoping William unblocks him. Please, let's look at the actual reality. Harry and Meghan aren't looking backward at all. They've completely moved on. They built a beautiful, peaceful life in California. Their kids are thriving, and they're doing huge things globally. This whole UK trip isn't some desperate plea to be let back into the royal club. It's a total power move of moving forward with dignity. They are showing up, keeping it classy, and putting all their energy into the veterans at the Invictus Games. Meanwhile, what is the palace doing? They are completely stuck in the past, trapped in their own cold, bitter bubble. They're literally sitting around checking the locks, whispering to tabloids, and throwing tantrums about who gets to stay in what room. It's embarrassing. Regular people know exactly what this looks like. It's like when you break up with an ex, elevate your whole life, get your money right, get your peace right, and then you show up to a mutual friends party just to be polite. You're not there to beg them back, you're just living your life. But your ex is in the corner, tracking who you're talking to, making a scene and acting bitter. That is the ultimate human insight here. Harry and Meghan already won the moment they chose peace over the drama. They're stepping onto UK soil with their heads high, while the rest of the royals are left holding a handful of deadbolts and old grudges. Game over. And that is the whole circus family. They are out here stressing over locks and keys, while Harry and Meghan are just out here living free. Thank you all for watching. I'm your host, Miles. If you loved watching the palace completely lose its mind over a trip that hasn't even happened yet, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Are you team peace and progress or team lock the front door? Let me know. Catch you all on the next one. Stay blessed, stay classy, and keep moving forward. Peace.